Hello, my name is Damian Krasinski, the owner and operator of DK Film Studios, and today we've got another development log for you all. Whoop, whoop! Now, before we get on to things, real quick updates. Two quick things. Yeah, I didn't do a dev log. This is the, so I forgot to make a post about when I was going to do the next devlog. I was in the middle of spending time with family for Thanksgiving, and I forgot to send it out. My bad. I didn't. There was a lot going on, and I'm just glad that I was just enjoying my time with my family. So hey, it is what it is. So and yeah. So one other note, this might be my last devlog of the year. Yeah. We'll see what I did done before the next year before for the next devlog. But we'll see. And Merry Christmas, y'all. I know it's a little early before Christmas, but hey, I figured, if this is gonna be the last vlog of the year, I'm gonna wear my hat, my Santa hat. So hey, be a little festive, in a red shirt, Be a bit festive this year. Why not? It doesn't hurt to be festive. So, with all that stuff out of the way, we got one thing to go over administrative wise. And this is actually a good thing that we have administrative wise. So, I have a new camera. I ended up upgrading my phone to the layest iPhone 17 Pro Max. You can see I was listening to the Avatar music while setting up. But I've got this phone. These things can shoot raw 4K footage. I've done, which is great, really helpful. Really good. Love that. And I've done some tests. I did a couple tests with these, with this camera, and between this camera and my camera, the coloring's a bit different, even when it's raw, but that is fine. I will be able to take the footage I shoot from this and make it look like the footage from my iPhone, from my Sony FX3. So, we now have a second camera for the studio, which is awesome. One of the reasons why I upgraded to this phone was because, well, my old phone, it was an iPhone SE. And don't get me wrong, it was nice. The battery was really tired. There is that. Yes, I am excited for the new Avatar movie. Sue me. I think they're good movies. But also, it's like, for a moment, I thought, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to upgrade to iOS 26. I could, but I didn't want to have to deal with that. So, I ended up going with the iPhone Pro Max, 17 Pro Max, mainly because of the fact that I saw it as an investment for the studio, and not just something I'll be using personally, because of the fact that these cameras are really good. Like, I can film in 16 like I said, 40K, 4K, raw, 24 frames per second. I could do that with my camera, with my phone. I couldn't do that with my previous phone, and I wouldn't really want to do that with my previous phone. Like, I didn't really feel like I would use my previous phone for recording, for filmmaking. But this one, I will. The case I got is actually going to help me it kind of lets me tap into an iPhone filmmaking ecosystem. You can actually, with my case, because I got this case from a company that actually, does film stuff. It allows me to attach actual lenses to this camera that are designed for the iPhone that I think, will be good to have. If I ever end up getting, anamorphic lenses, which I'd love to get anamorphic lenses. Oh my god, I love I love the look of an anamorphic lens. I'll be able to shoot anamorphics on my phone as well, which will be great. Which will be great. I will love to have that. And like I said, it's a new camera for the studio, which means it's going to make our shooting, our filming time, the days we film, go a lot faster because we'll do 2 shots at once. This will definitely be useful in the search. There are already shots where I'm like, okay, I can just take this shot and do it twice. There's a shot where we were going to take Taurus and AJ in what would be in the last scene, and have AJ interrupt Taurus during his one line, and I'm like, okay, we need to get the camera shot on them but I definitely want to get their it'd be nice to get their reaction. But now that I've got both cameras, the Sony, which will be the main camera, will be going on AJ and Taurus, and and my iPhone will be on Johnny and Helena, which I think would be great. It'll help us knock out 2 scenes at once, get their actual genuine reactions to that, and be great. But yeah, I'm excited that we now have a new camera for the studio. It's my phone. I'm gonna take good care of that. That is a expensive phone. I tell you that much. But again, I'm getting some film quality. I'm getting cinema quality filmmaking out of it. So hey, I think that's good. So enough of administrative stuff. I know I've talked a good bit about iPhones. Some of you guys don't use iPhones, and that's fine. On into pre-development. Yes, we've got one more thing in pre-development. It is an untitled experimental short film. So for this, I have an idea on this one. I will need to start grabbing footage for it, which shouldn't be that hard. My plan with this film is it's going to be the last in the experimental short film trilogy that we've been working on. You can guess already what it's going to be. It's Focus 3. Which is fine. It'll be Focus Part 3, and which I've already mentioned at points before, but now we're officially going to get onto it. Like I said, I'm gonna record it, edit it. I'm gonna start looking to get footage for this film so we can, actually get some footage out regarding this, which will be nice. After that film is done, I don't know what other short film I'll work on. It's something I plan to work on in the near-ish future. I'll probably do another film, some more experimental short films before, for a good bit, because they're just easy to make, and they're fun to let my creativity go wild. So, with that out of the way, not much else for pre-development, nothing for development, or pre-production. Real quick before we get into post, remember to comment and subscribe for more. I am hard at work here making these films for you all. These films take time, but that's what these development logs are for. They're for you all to know what we are working on behind the scenes. So yes, I am excited for you all to see what's coming up next. If you don't know what to comment, let me know what you're looking forward to seeing from us. You'll find out real soon after we're done with what's in post. So stay tuned for that, and so you know what's coming up next. In post, misunderstanding. I have been hard at work at trying to match 2 shots for the film. Allow me to explain why am I having to match these shots. One from the VFX artist is the completed VFX shot with coloring added to it. All right. The other is the exact same shot, but in RAW. What I am doing is I am trying to make the RAW match the uncolored shot match the fully colored shot. I am getting there. But it is taking some work. Now these are of course the exact same shot. The reason why I'm doing the exact same shot is because I am able to exactly make it look the same across both shots. So I know I can get them matched the same. The reason why I'm doing this, can I get this to match this shot, so that way when it comes time to color the other shots that don't have VFX in them, because this scene has a couple shots with VFX and a good chunk that don't. With the shots that don't have VFX, I can then take that and replicate it across the other scenes, and I should be able to easily. This one's taking a while. I am so close to this. I will put up a quick image of I took a screenshot of the 2, and I will show them really quickly, so you can see. As you can see, I am really close. Yet there is so much I am missing. Something is off. I don't know what. I'm taking a couple days. I'm gonna take a couple weeks away from this to let my brain try to think about this, because this is what I've been working on for a bit. I'm not with the bunny, doc, but I will get into that really soon. Now I'm hoping. Now this is something that's kind of been picked up after the last meeting with the VFX artist we had. This is something I've been working on myself. so we're ready to go when the time comes. It's definitely not the LUTs. He was thinking it's the LUTs. It's not the LUTs. I have to go in and change like the saturation, gain, highlights, color temperature, all of. I have to change all that. I have all of that to change, and boy, is it fun. But I am working to make that happen. Like I said, I am so close, yet so far. I am waiting to hear back on how things are coming along with the other scenes for the film. I am hoping that the VFX artist does tell me what he did, because that will help me in the long run. I want to be able to replicate what he did easily. Not to say that doing this isn't a bad thing. I have learned a bit more about the color page in DaVinci Resolve, which is very helpful in the long run. Like, I now know how to better color grade some stuff, which, again, this is not that I don't want the easy stuff. I would like it because this is a headache. It is nice that I am learning how to use this part of DaVinci Resolve more, which is important for me as a filmmaker, especially since I'm a one-man crew. Yes, I try to get crew for actual films, but like I said, I'm a one-man crew. That just gave me an idea for the search, and I will worry about that myself. Not you. I will worry about that myself. But yes, I am learning a lot through doing this, and that is very helpful for me as a filmmaker, and that's definitely going to help me understand how to do stuff when it comes to coloring on future projects. And if I actually hire a colorist, I can actually talk to them what I'm looking for. So yeah, that's about it for Misunderstanding. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes of this. We better get this goddamn film out next year. I'm going to be livid, alright? It's been almost 3 years since I filmed this thing. I want this thing out. But we'll worry about that. We'll keep y'all posted on that film. Last topic before we get into the dev tracker. Beans, A Bunny Tale. I have looked over the rough cut, and I think I am ready to start the fine cut. Once the fine cut is done, I'll be beginning to add the photos over the footage and get on with the rest of the post, which will be coloring. I don't think I need to do much in the way of coloring. I might brighten it up a little bit, but, nothing too crazy. And sound design, not really much needed to be done in sound design. I'll just modify it. I'll just have to cut out some of the audio and some of the tracks. Maybe add a bit of music underneath the videos. I don't know. Of course, add the credits. Stuff that shouldn't take as long as it did with Bad Neighbors. So I'm hoping to get this out in February or March. I'm leaning more towards a March release. We'll see. I might do an April release. I might release it in April. We'll see. Depends on how everything plays out, of course. But it is on its way, which is good. So, with that out of the way, onto the dev tracker. Alright, so as you can see, we have added the experimental short film onto the list of films that are in the pipeline. As you can see, we're working on finishing it up. So as you can see, the untitled experimental short film is already on the list. As noted, I already have an idea on what it's going to be. And that it's going to be Focus Part 3, which is fine. That's kind of the plan. We have, I'm definitely going to look into doing the Untitled Autism Doc series soon. I need to sit down and write down the questions. I need to reach out to some folks, but I'm definitely going to do that. I think this weekend I'm going to try to get that worked on as well, which would be good so I can get that started, because having that in the pipeline would be good, honestly. I need to get back to work on the stuff for the search. There's stuff there hasn't really been much to be note of behind the scenes for that one. We are working on it behind the scenes, don't you worry, but we need to kind of up it up a bit, which is definitely on me as well. Misunderstanding, working on finishing that up. We're still going through all the stuff we need to deal with, but we're working on getting that worked on. And Beans, A Bunny Tale is into the fine cut stage, which is exciting. Whoop whoop. Soon we'll have another film in our little lineup, which will be nice. I can't wait. Yeah, there's not really much else to bring up, to discuss. This is Damien from, before we sign off, Hope you guys enjoyed this development log. I enjoy making these for you guys. I can't wait for y'all to see what we've got coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you don't want to comment down below what film you're interested in seeing next. I'd love to hear what you see be made by us. I can't wait to hear. I would love to hear what you all think about that. But yeah, without further ado, this is Damien from DK Film Studios signing off, wishing you a happy holidays. I'll see you all in the next one, which very well may be in the year 2026. Exciting stuff. Can't wait to see you all in the next one.